Australian population, as I'm sure many of you are aware, is getting more senior citizens, and in fact the trend is that by 2040, 25% of Australians will be over the age of 65. As a result, aged care facilities and issues are becoming increasingly prominent. In the context of that, I wanted to just make some brief remarks on granny flats, because a growing number of Australians are tending to move into accommodation that they share or have attached to their families, children in particular. Those agreements can often be troublesome if they're not properly documented, and so great care, when you have the opportunity to advise clients, should be taken in formulating those. A great start for a granny flat agreement, I think you'll find in the Senior Citizens Victoria website, where they've got a 10-page sample document that I think is a great starting point for anybody who's contemplating a granny flat arrangement. Similarly, the website Centrelink has some excellent information about the implications of people contributing to a granny flat, either renovation of a home that creates a granny flat or a development of a property so that it includes a granny flat, and the effect that that contribution, that financial investment, will have on their pension rights. The general rule appears to be that if it's for 5 years or more, then the amount that you pay for your accommodation, if you're entering into a granny flat arrangement, will not affect your pension. But even if it ends under that time, then that you don't necessarily have a problem. Now, the ending of them I just wanted to mention, because there are many circumstances where what-ifs have not been explored between the parties, and that creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates problems and issues. So it's very important when a granny flat agreement is entered into that all the what-ifs are explored. What if somebody becomes ill and can no longer maintain themselves in the granny flat? What if the children want to sell the home for various compelling reasons? A whole lot of issues there need to be considered, and the kind of protections that need to be built into the granny flat arrangement for the benefit of the granny or the senior citizen who's involved in that agreement needs to be worked through. The other matter that I did think is very important is that the family as a whole are involved in the process, because where it's just done privately and informally, it's ripe for dispute. Where the whole family is involved and agrees, and also contributes to the what-ifs and the things that can happen, then it seems to me to provide a much more harmonious family arrangement. So I know of cases where everybody was happy for the prospect that mum would be looked after by child one until they needed full-time care or they passed away, and as a result significant improvement to the child one's property was made as a gift from the parent, from the mother, say, to the child. Then unexpectedly the mother died just a few months after moving into the granny flat, and this windfall was a real problem within the family, because everybody was happy for the child to look after the mother, but that was really on the understanding that it was going to last for a fair while, and the benefits that the child would get by having her property improved were considered to be reasonable, but not if there was a premature departure, you might say, from the granny flat arrangements. I just thought anyway they're increasingly becoming relevant. Increasingly there's the opportunity to really, for us as lawyers, to advise clients on the care that should be taken with them, and I just thought I'd mention a couple of those resources that could be utilised in looking after clients' needs in this area. Thank you.